Start the record for YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Today, we're going to get started on the power project. And as I do that, I just remembered I didn't update question of the day. And I actually do have a question today. So let me take care of that very quickly. I just realized that I didn't actually update it. I knew I was forgetting something. I was rushing so desperately to make sure that I didn't forget anything. And I knew I forgot something. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Question of the day. Start. Ready to go. So, let's get started here. Alright, so first things first, the very first thing we have to do is get the compacted coal as a miner mark 2. Gotta get that going. And then I also need the 2 power slugs to get that to 100% or 200% power optimization. And that way we can get that to 240 sulfur. And then the moment that I basically have that going, I have the ability to direct the train. Yes, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the train first. I think if I build the train first, that way I can... Yeah, I think if I build the train first, I can... Yeah, I think the train has to come first, because I have to make the layout first. I have to make the layout for the train to begin with. Okay, if I remember correctly, all that my blueprints is going to take is concrete and rods, right? Yeah, concrete and rods. All my appropriate street is going to take. So let me just grab an absolute shit ton of concrete. I'm going to grab a good chunk of rods. Also, while I'm at it, obviously, the stators are filling up. They're also crafting all of the wire, which the wire is already done. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize I was already done with that. Let's go. Cable's almost done. And everything else is filling up as well. So this is going to be a very, very good project to work on. Okay, so let's go ahead and snag like 5 stack of these. Because in comparison, we don't need that much. But we're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. That's the idea. Okay. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. I'm just going to double check one thing that's working right now. Only because with all my computer issues that have been going on, I really want to make sure that everything is working. And... okay, looks like it is. Oh, that actually just reminded me as I was double checking. I'm finally getting to work on the tipping thing. Apparently there is a program inside of Mix It Up that lets me tie it to a third party, which then lets me tie it to PayPal. Yes, I know that sounds complicated. I'm trying to get it, so we're going to test it tomorrow or Friday night to see what's going on there and to see if possibly, maybe, there is a way to, make that function in a more, not fucked up manner, essentially speaking. Okay, so here's what I could do. What I could do is I could stretch out this platform to there and try to find the line, or I could just start with the sulfur and just let it line up eventually together. And then hope that I get it all correctly in one shot, which is definitely not gonna fucking happen, but that's the prayer. Eventually, I kind of low-key want to, like, redo every single platform that I have to, function with the... or with, oh, you know, that's actually what I should do. To function with, with every single platform that I have going on. So essentially what the fuck? Okay. Essentially, oh, they died to the toxic? Weird. So essentially speaking, like, if I were to build all the way out here, it would line up perfectly with the blueprints over there. And I don't mean, like, just, like, foundation to foundation, like, they'll look even. Like, they won't get fucked up. I mean, literally, like, if I were to place a blueprint of my foundation, it will line up with the blueprints of my other foundations the entire way, you know? Okay, so we go there. Yeah, because otherwise it goes there. Okay, so that is a problem. Okay. And then I can't do that because of creature, right? Oh, I can do that because even though there's a creature there. Let's go. And then that won't happen because... Oh, no, it does. Ooh.
Hello there.
There you go.
General Kenobi.
Hello there, Nam. Okay, so I may have to lift this one more. Can I lift you by one? Is that a possibility? Can I lift you by one? Okay, technically yes, I can lift it by one. I would have to aim for the bottom. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now, really wanting to show initiative as of late. Not that I mind. Okay, so this was my thought process here. Was now... Ooh, now I'm really showing initiative. Really wanting to show Kitty that he is competition. So now this is my thought. Is finding out where a 1 meter ramp goes up to. The reason why I want to do 1 meter is number one, that's the straightest, cleanest slope I could possibly make. And because you can actually still slide up 1 meter ramps. That's why I always like building 1 meter ramps. But obviously because they're 1 meter, they take 4 fucking ever to get to the bottom. So that's the difficulty there. So my hope is that this is far enough for me to actually get there. It's looking like it will, but we'll have to see. Give me a moment, Nam, to swallow your fluids after I do enjoy holding in my throat after all. And as a clarification for the question of the day, it doesn't have to be like every single game in general. Like if you're thinking about one game in an instance, like say, say like a third-person shooter, like an FOV slider is essentially like what my thought process was a third-person or first-person shooter. If they don't have an FOV slider, what the fuck are we doing at this point? Stuff like that. Like if you can think of other ones like, I don't know, XCOM fast forward button, I guess, maybe. I don't think that's a thing at all, but like that's what I mean. So like, if you can think of a game genre that should have a feature or quality of life thing going on, that was my thought process. Because one of the things that was brought up is Elden Ring Night Rain is coming out tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow or Friday, one of the two. And number one, it doesn't have crossplay, which feels insane, fucking sane that we don't have crossplay on a major title at this point, major multiplayer title. And as well as it doesn't have doubles queuing, which is weird because it has singles and triples queuing, which is really fucking weird. Really weird.
Sure
and that's what gave me the idea of like, let's just be things that naturally are in games. Like, oh, let's see about that. Let's see what people say about that. Proximity chat? Ooh, yeah, proximity chat and like, any game that relies on audio being like a major thing, definitely is proximity chat. So that's where like the big question for Marathon comes into play, where everybody begs the question of why the fuck does Marathon not have proximity chat? It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Yeah, because by the way, if nobody knows, that major Bungie triple A extraction shooter coming out, Marathon, that's totally not plagiarizing art like no tomorrow. Yeah, doesn't have fucking proximity chat. Why? I don't know. Oh, hi, Rose. Good to see you. I think you sent a message originally, but still. That may or may not come out. Yeah, it's kind of a question mark at this current moment, technically speaking. Awesome. Also, it did make it. Let's fucking go. Okay, let me get this laid out first. That doesn't mean it's not coming out, but yeah, I know what you mean now. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, wow, that's almost perfect. That is almost fucking perfect. That is great. All right, let me get all of the fluids down my throat. By the way, Rose, I mentioned to it yesterday when you went to alert, but if you want to do exclamation point status active, your name color will change, which is a way to tell if you're active or if you're lurking. Thank you for the hydrates, Nam and Kitty and Nam. Congrats on the first one. Swallow for tonight. I also know you can do with the stream avatars thing, but yeah, it is an available option. I just, once again, don't really advertise as much because I'm worthless and I'm so bad at stream avatars. No, it's there. It's already there. It's already blue. Yeah. My one thing is I need to figure out how to make it so that the names are more, like, properly legible. That's the one thing. I don't explore my programs as much as I should. I have so many programs running, but at the same time, I don't explore them anywhere as much as I should. All things considered. Which I know is, like, a complete me problem, but, like, God, I just don't have as much time as I wish to, like, learn as much as I do. And it doesn't help, too, that, just so she's Low Punny? Yeah, Rose is Low Punny. She has been for a while. I love it. It's adorable. Low Punny's great. Technically speaking, well, no. I was gonna say technically speaking, I would also classify as a Low Punny, but I guess depends on the situation. Maybe I classify as like mega Low Punny, where I'm just literally sexualized to no end. Is that an issue? Nah. I think Nam just doesn't pay attention to anything because he's always staring at my boobs. And he proves it almost every single stream because there's always something that is very much wrong and he never calls it out. Even though he claims he cares at all about me. Which is obviously a complete and utter fucking lie. Okay. That's it. Yay!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Did I speak a lie? You bitch. Did I misclick by one? I did. Bitch. Oh, it's 4. Okay, so a basic ramp is 3 and an extension is 4. Okay, good to know. What is that emote? I'm actually... that's actually... I can't tell if that's terrifying or cute, or both. Though I will say, I know I also have been very bad or naughty, depending on how you want to look at it. Because of the recent patch that came out, both added the Akuma skin and the Street Fighter 6 collab onto Monster Hunter, but also buffed the ever-loving shit out of the hammer. And chat, when I say they buffed the hammer, they fucking buffed the hammer. It is amazing now. Honestly, maybe a little too amazing, because current estimates are roughly a 20% damage buff. Listen, I understand that we were low on power, like we were grossly low on power, but 20% for Monster Hunter is a crazy high increase in attack power. Not gonna lie, it is a lot, all things considered. Also, it is right here. Okay. Touch that right here. Okay. There. Rose taking claim over my booba now. Oh, I guess that is the part that actually gets fucked up there. Oh. You know what? Actually, then this is how I'm gonna do it. This is how I'm gonna do it. Kitty is stealing it back instantly. Oh, Kitty seems like she doesn't want to let go of her position tonight. I mean, technically you had 3 seconds, Rose. But you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Kitty instantly batted you off. Am I correct in this sort of placement? It is. Okay, cool. Because then I delete these ones. And then I start building out. You want your full time first. I still need to figure out how to make a visual timer of some kind. I generally think on it way more than I probably should. On how in the ever-loving fuck I'm gonna do a timer of that kind. Right there. Got it. Okay. And there's a partial reason why I'm letting it extend out like that. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, okay, so now it's encroaching. What the fuck? Weird. I wasn't paying enough attention to see whether or not Kitty was or was not on the booba any longer at that point. Unfortunately. Okay, so here's the thought. So this is what the ramp will look like, which is great. So actually, I could also get rid of this now. Listen, I know my boobs are massive and they're very soft and perky, but god damn it. The booba war... Well, technically the booba war is always on. It's just that Kitty, unfortunately, is the one who's almost always going to win due to her immense stockpile of ammunition. I'll believe you this time. You're gonna log off to eat something? Oh, you're not gonna eat me? Uh-huh. Fair enough. I don't have that lesbian allure, I suppose. Have a good meal, Rose. And at least enjoy something nice and juicy. Bonus points if it's thick as well. Chop this down. Since I want this still clean. Oh, right there. Will I claim to redeem for a week if it turned out to be your fault? Okay, first off... Oh, that's the thing. Okay, first off, you don't even show up for my streams. Oh, you only show up for my streams once a week anyway, so that's not fair. But also, either way, it's fine! It literally, that is the point of fighting over my boobs. They're my one and only redeeming trait, so they're the only thing worth fighting over for me. Or of me. Okay, so in this case, since I now have this idea established... So here's the thing. True, I'm just pointing out the facts. I'm not saying you're wrong, because my content is not worth tuning into. Let's not even kid around here. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is the idea. Train comes up on this line right here and comes down on this line. 2 times every 2 weeks. May as well be once a week visit. I don't know why that just made me think of parent visitation. I was like, you get to visit once a week. Get to see your dumb bimbo of a daughter. You see how skimpy she is every single fucking time and you visit. You been busy last week? Listen, girls, I understand. Life is life, and my content's not worth remembering. I understand. Especially, obviously, with, the whole situation that happened between you and your mother. Obviously not gonna crop that up again, but more so just that happened, so. You're good. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the idea right now... Well, here's the problem, is I think I need at least... Yeah, we're just gonna do one freight platform for drop off the sulfur and then one for picking up compact coal. So that's the idea. That is the idea. Okay. Okay, so technically the train station can go anywhere. It's the freight platforms. Oh, that also means that I might need a blank platform. What's that cost? Oh, it costs in case industrial base. Okay. Don't say that I'm a nobody. Listen, Rose, I am a nobody. And I don't mean that just in, like, reality's sake, but just in general. Like, I mean, listen, I'm tiny. I'm minuscule. Besides my boob size, like, I'm literally minuscule. I accept my fate as much as I wish to correct it, but that's also why I stream, because I endeavor to try and fix that one day. Possibly. Hopefully. Maybe. Alright, let's just grab a stack of these real quick. Let's grab 5 and let's go put them into the thing down here. What day is it? First off, it's Wednesday and it is the 28th. It is the day before Elden Ring is out, as well as the day we got the Pokemon Legends ZA fucking announcement that we have the release date now. That's just on a fucking Twitter post. Like, okay then. Also getting low-key news that not only is it gonna come out on the 16th of October, but also that we're gonna get a Pokemon Direct in July. You know what the fuck you just do? I'm curiously worried. I'm very curiously worried. Oh god. Okay, so that's done. That's filled up. So you just like back crafting. Are you just stuck still? No, you're flowing. Oh, you're just barely starting rotors. Okay, I see.
Jesus Christ! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, because I was reading Kitty's comment. Well, first off, Kitty, they're not re-releasing a game. They're absolutely... Well, actually, correction. They are going to re-release... I believe they're going to re-release Emerald and Crystal, at the very least, for the emulator crap, at the very least. Although I could be wrong, because I don't believe they've even released Gen 1, so they wouldn't release Gen 2 either. But there's no re-release stuff right now, honestly. And that's actually, not even gonna lie, is like kind of depressing. Is that there's like nothing really to talk about, like in terms of Pokemon right now. The only thing to talk about is the Gen 5 remakes. But as far as I know, the Gen 5 remakes are gonna be in fucking I didn't even grab the fucking rotors, you dumb bitch. They're gonna be next year, as far as I can understand. Pokemon's the same game with minor updates each time. You know, I would say that, Kitty, if it wasn't for the fact that that has literally been proven wrong the last 4 years. Legends Arceus was a completely different game. Literally a completely different game. All the more reason Legends ZA is that much more exciting. Scarlet and Violet went open world, and that's for better or worse. There's a really strong debate on that. As well as, technically speaking, if you really want to look at it that way, Mega, Z-Moves, and Dynamax, and Terrestrialization also changed the game enough to really make a difference. Although, in all fairness, Megas and Terrestrialization are the only two that actually changed the game. Megas for the worse, Terrestrial for the better, in my opinion. That's how that turned out in my mind. I generally do not think that Megas were a great idea, and bringing them back I don't think is great either, but only time will fucking tell. Am I excited for Megas? Oh, absolutely I fucking am. Megas are cool. It's just that gameplay-wise, they are so unbalanced. They are so fucking overpowered. Meanwhile, Terrestrial, I think, is generally like that perfect balance between things changing and things staying the same. Like, you actually have to think on your toes when Terrestrial is involved. Meanwhile, fucking Call of Duty, like Nam said, has a lot of the same guns every goddamn year, which is actually even more depressing this year because at least every single year up until I want to say last year, if not Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, we've been able to get like new guns every once in a while, which are pretty neat and pretty interesting. But the past like 4 years of COD have basically just been recycling the same guns and the same models in different manners more than ever before. Like, it's part of the reason why Black Ops 6, as much as I loved Black Ops 6 Zombies for the time that I played it was great. It kind of got sick and tiring when they just kept re-releasing the same fucking new guns over and over again, you know? It just doesn't hit as hard the 30th time in a row in comparison to when it originally came out. Like, as far as I know, I think they literally just released the FFAR, which is the Fast Firing Assault Rifle, which is unironically just the mods from Black Ops 1, because we're in Black Ops 6. And it's just like, look, y'all been waiting in a bottle ages before, alright? Ages before. At this point, no spinning. You're spinning. You're desperately spinning. Hey, first off, I'm a hologram. You'll go right through me. And second off, I know that you're trying to stuff your face into my booba. Even though I'm easily a head, if not a head and a half, smaller than you. Alright? Don't think I'm not stupid. Don't think I don't notice you just going aiming straight for the motorboat. I mean, that doesn't mean anything though, Kitty. That doesn't dissuade the fact that there are new Pokemon though. Ooh, actually, okay, so technically speaking, yes, I could get this going. I would have to put it there, because... Oh, wait, I would have to put it in the center line, because that's the only way I'd be able to... Shit. Ooh. I feel like I know what you want to test, Kitty. I'm kind of curious if we're on the same page or if you're going to try something I'm not thinking about. Which is also probably a good possibility because I don't know what admin powers you have. I mean, on the return trip, that'll be fine as far as I understand. It's just, it'll definitely be a little on the weird side. I think it'll have to... I have to tear this down, I think, right now. You said timeout time's not going to mod you? Oh, I thought you were going to see how fast you can ban and unban. I want to say, yeah, Slice, hey. Kitty wants to perform some mod experiments. How's your white stuff while I drink it? Well, first off, you're not making me drink anything. I'm not drinking anything of the sort right now. So, fuck you. Dare you insinuate I have anything down my throat at the moment when I do not have anything of the case? She wants to perform mod experiments. She literally wants to perform mod experiments. Yeah, I think I actually have to take this down first. Okay, so... I mean, I'm not using that much power, right? Yeah, I can lose out on... 75 is 150, 600, which is 1,200 in comparison. If I lose out on 1,200 by 2,700, yeah, I can do that. Okay, so let me kill these cool gens. Okay. There is no such thing, Slice. There's only mod power. There's no such thing as good or bad. There's only horny and not horny. I mean, what? As these eventually gonna run out. Okay. I can neither confirm or deny. I plead the fifth. Except I don't know if that law applies to AI. Okay, so actually let's okay. Oh, if you get timed out, it deletes all of your recent messages also? Oh. Oh. I thought it only blocks out your most recent one. Oh, interesting. Oh, you cannot change the timer even in mod view, so it's 10-minute timeout no matter what? Yeah, I swear there is a way to change timeout timer. I swear there is. Huh. That's crazy. I could have sworn there is. Holy shit. Oh, my mic stand is loose. This might sound really bad for you guys. Oh, never mind. It's the whole stand itself. Oh. Well, that's what happens when this thing's like 3 years old now. Okay. That timer out for 5 seconds? Do I have that power? I'm actually kind of curious. I can only time you out. I don't have any control otherwise. I have a warning? What the fuck? Warning? Oh, you can adjust the time, kitty. Oh, neat. Oh, you have to specifically do /time out. Ah, okay. So the easy click button is always 10 minutes, but the command is specific time. Ah, interesting. Okay, so in this case, this is down. Okay, let's do this, okay. Okay, so these are gonna be running for a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. Fine that this got shut down. Let me just start deleting a lot of this stuff. By ban or time you auto force your spot status too. I'm kind of loosely curious now. Kitty for science. If I time you out, do you lose mod status? Boo? Boo. Nope, you're still mod status. Nope, okay, so I can time out a mod, but nothing else will change. Okay. Actually, I'm glad about that, because if timing you out would remove your mod status, I feel like that'd be crazy. That feels literally insane if that's how that worked. That would be, like, annoying as hell to anyone who, like, has a bit of a rowdy mod. Obviously, at that point, just unmod them. But, like, if you just, like, want to give them a timeout. Can you be a guinea pig? Epic, she literally asked you, and you're the one who abandoned this chat instantaneously. You can't ask to be something when it was already asked of you. Okay, but then the good news here is then I just have to erase all these up. So, okay, here we go. I destroyed all your settings by doing that? What do you mean all your settings? What do you mean? Oh my god, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean all your settings? What settings? Wait, what? 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 Oh, wait, you are missing the moderator thing now. Wait, you are missing moderator now. Wait, you do have mod now? Wait, what? Wait, are you or are you not a mod now? Wait. You're missing the mod badge now. Damn, I know you're not paying attention to my fucking stream, but say something so I can see that I'm not fucking insane here. Or Skira, one of you two. One of you two that always ignores my goddamn streams. And claim otherwise. Because it says Kitty still has the mod badge, but in chat, she doesn't have the mod badge. I'm looking at your profile in the chat and it says you still have moderator. Oh. Okay, that's so annoying. That's so very annoying. There you go. Wow. I guess... I don't know. I feel like this shouldn't exist. Like, I get that if you're timing out your moderator, there's like a whole issue going on there. But it's very possible that just the moderator's getting heated and like it's a bad day or something like that. But does that mean that if a mod times out another mod, first off, I actually don't know if that's possible. But if a mod times out another mod, wouldn't that mean you could revoke each other's mod status doing that? Mods cannot do anything to other mods. Okay. That's good to know, but that feels so weird. I get the idea that if you have to mute a mod, or you have to time out a mod, then obviously something's going wrong there. Like, you're having issues with that mod, but that feels wild, the idea that if you time out a mod at all, they lose that fucking privilege. That feels crazy. Alright, I need you to finish up. You finish up soon. Okay, in the meantime, though, I guess let me start working on the ramp. The one thing that I'm not too sure about, though... I really do think I have to test this really thoroughly to see if this train will even work. I may have to move it aside by 1 or 2. Actually, yeah, why don't I just do that? Why don't I just move it aside by, like, 1 or 2? Duh, you dumb bitch. Make that, like, so unbelievably simple and easy. Just move it over. Then, like, literally move it right over to where it's going, like, right past that fucking... The mountain or whatever. The ridge. Like, I mean, it's kind of nasty. I can do like this, where it's... Oh no, I can do it on the one line here, and then I can kind of like bend over to this line for a little bit moment. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah. I'll just do it like that then. That was a terrifying amount of lag. Okay. That was a genuinely worrisome amount of lag. Okay. Oh no, I still find that kind of weird. That if you time out a mod, they literally lose mod privileges. Also, I'm glad to know that both Nam and Skiro were proven that they neither of them watch my actual content. Or pay attention to me at all. Listen, all I gotta say is every time y'all give me my proof. It looks so much prettier. Keep your opinions to yourself. Listen, I know I'm being very facetious and, like, pessimistic, but listen, there's some cases where the science is necessary. And I'm aware that that attention span for my content is not great. I try, okay? I try my best to entertain, but sometimes it's just so nice to be a little more on the silent side and casual and be in deep thought. Okay, delete these two. Okay. Which then we make a road. Actually, yes. Do like that. Because then I delete these. Oops. Did I pop this by any means? No. So I guess I'm just going to have to go through it, aren't I? Now, is that or no ballisticus? Oh, I get no ballistic. Yay! I know they changed a lot of things to be more destructible than they were before. I just don't know exactly which ones are which. I think at this point, almost everything in the terrain is now officially destructible, or at least removable besides the terrain itself. I believe. I believe at this point we can finally, at long last, literally have a clear land for us to work with. Okay, so then in this case, we then want to go with go cross section. I go left turn. How does that look? Technically speaking, that does work well. Okay, here's what I think I need to do. I think I need to do... Actually, I will do left turn, because then I just delete the... thing there. Also, just occurred to me that left turn and right turn are actually completely interchangeable. I'm so stupid. It should just be turning and then a T section. I'm an idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot. Left and right turn are literally the exact same thing. The only difference, unironically... Oh, my bad. The only difference, unironically, is just the fact that, when it's facing forward is the direction that it'll essentially take aim towards. Yep, there we go. Okay. Oh, but these will look wrong. You know what, in this case then? Let's actually do it the other way then. Let's make it a straight line. I'm understanding where my own little setup doesn't work. Yeah, I do need a T. I need a T. Damn it. Oh well. That is a mission for another day. Now, this is the goal. We go 2 out. And then we have a right turn. And then we have a right turn. And we go back straight. Right again. Okay. There we go. Much nicer. Nice little roundabout that will work very nicely for the trains. And of course there's this. And in this case, I can then delete this. Get all this concrete back. Also, now the generator should be done. I can now start building those up top. Okay. Alright. Now, I have a massive amount of space to work with here, so let's go ahead and just start deleting all these. I'll leave a majority of this open. It ends at the pumps, which is kind of okay. Can I actually... Can I just upgrade you? No, you have to reapply it. Okay, that kind of sucks. That's gonna be really sucky. Okay, so now I need to make this of an appropriate height so that the train station doesn't crash into it. That is the goal at this point. Clean this up a little more. Some space. Okay, so let me... Train station, railway, cars. Okay, so first things first, what I want to do... I want to do this. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's 2.5 platforms for a perfect turn. 1, 2... 1, 2.5. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Wait, is it 4? Oh, there you go. Okay, so... Ooh, maybe I do need the entire platform. Oh yeah, 'cause it is exactly 4. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's exactly 4 on the dot. Okay, so I do need to actually put it on the outer edge. It's not. It can't be on that line. It has to be on this point. Okay, so it has to be on the outer edge. Shit, that's gonna be really annoying. Because... Yeah, I was right. It's 2.5. You dumb bitch. Right here. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. You dumb bitch. 1 more. Is it? Maybe here? Am I stupid? I could have sworn you could do this on a 4 platform. I could have sworn you could turn a curve on a 4 platform. If not, I have to make the ramp double. Then in that case, I might just have to make the ramp double. Fuck. And I had to go down the center lines, which aren't terrible. It's just I would have preferred not to do it like that. Can you really not curve this around? Oh my god, yeah, it takes... Wait, what? 1, 2... Oh yeah, it does take 4, but 4 off of it, which means it's 5 total, which means, yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so that would obviously have been like an extended or a bigger ramp, not like mine that I have now. Shit. Okay, so what I can do then in this case is I guess just extend the ramp, I guess. The only problem is that I would have to converge it anyways to get past here and through here. Only because I don't want it to look ugly as sin. Also, I guess I should actually measure this out too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 will be enough. Okay, so actually I can just raise it by 1. Okay. How the fuck should I do this? Is that 4 up? No. That's 3 up. Yeah, 4 up would be that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I guess what I could do, just for the sake of this, is just make the train go 1 higher? It'd have to go even higher than that. I mean, the train height itself isn't the biggest deal in the world. I can easily just do a conveyor belt downward to fix that situation. I guess let's raise it up by another 1. Just to avoid this, this fucking small hill here. Or this whatever boulder. For all intents and purposes, that's how this is gonna go. Yeah, so there you go. Now we avoid the thing here altogether. Okay, so essentially this is just gonna have to be like a small little choke point where the train will kind of converge a little bit down here in the center railing. Yeah, they'll just converge a little bit on these center railings. Or these center pathings, I guess. These? There you go. Yeah, I guess I'll do it like that. I already knew this project was gonna be like a pain in the ass, but this already turned into a bigger pain in the ass than you now realize. Okay. Oh, it's too high. You dumb bitch. There you go. matter, but obviously just to make sure everything is nice and even. Okay. The struggles of trying to make a very pristinely looking factory when it's gonna look ugly as sin anyways. Okay. There's that. Ready to go. Also need to chop down some stuff. Eventually I'll drop off this biofuel, obviously. I'm just very glad that I have enough power to just do this freely. I'm also going to have to chop down all of these. Alright. But this also means that I can now make the entrance exit a little cleaner. So it'll actually align with the lines now. Some rods. Alright. Let's go drop off my... Go grab some rods, grab more concrete, and also drop off my biofuel. I guess that's the only other tree or the only other train that I could really like focus on is a biofuel transport one that literally automatically transports the leaves and wood to the appropriate location for the liquid biofuel. Okay, I can turn these off now then, in that case too. Plug. Crash pod. Also, while I'm over there, might as well grab another liquid biofuel. I think there's anything up top here for any reason whatsoever. Might as well, I'm at the fucking height. Is that a bauxite? Oh my god, it is a bauxite. It's fucking pure at that. Oh my god. There's another crash site with some aluminum, oscillators, some engines. Oh. That looks like a shrine thing. Are you a summer sloop? Or Mercer Sphere? Is that a summer sloop? It's a summer sloop! Yay! Hey, I can finally find this now.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department.
Oh,
there are
they're
many
shooting at me.
theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact. The planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
And head on back. Okay, now I can research the summer sloop so I can track them down so that I can get the 5 that I need. 1 for overclocking or for summer sloop clocking, and actually I need 7. additional because I need one for each of the monster parts, and I need one. Oh, I actually need more. One for each of the monster parts, and then transform them into DNA capsules. That way I quadruple my DNA capsule output. And then, 3 for each, or for 1 for each of the slugs. So I can double my slug, power cell output. Or power shard output. Nice. You should start filling up with crazy now, right? Yeah. Cool. I should also take down this whole line. Just for the sake of cleanliness, which I'm just gonna do that. I might as well do this now while I'm at it. It's fine. Cool. Alright, I need rods and I need concrete. I know I still have a lot of concrete, but it definitely isn't as much as I wish I did. Also, damn, cable and wire already done. Let's go. Everything is pretty much done except for basically concrete. As far as I can tell, that's only because it's doing encased industrial beams. Doing very well. Phase 69 when? In 2072 when they finally update the game for that. Now you're making me think of like, well, no, there has to be. I was gonna say like, isn't there like oh my god, a breeding farm simulator thing out there in like Steam or something? Like there has to be. Let's not get around. There has to fucking be. Whether it's like of decent quality or just someone threw together a cheap ass fucking simple breeding farm sim thing all together. That just reminded me, it probably sounds really bad to say, that reminded me of a game I've always had like in my mind to create at some point, is because I'm like, as stupid as it is saying that I'm into fashion, like I keep making it clear that I'm aware of fashion, I'm just bad at fashion, or for myself. Why is it like that? Weird. But I've always had like a game in mind where I'd be essentially like, the whole idea is you either craft or find and upgrade cute outfits for a character, and each of the upgrades give you like new abilities and new like ways to use certain skills or attacks and stuff like that. And I've always like had the idea, but I've never actually gone through with creating it because 2 reasons. Number 1, I would have to learn how to make a game. And number 2 is because I would have to design the outfits themselves. And the thing was too, is that I've always thought about is that, the whole gimmick of the game is, fucking, that you are essentially hunting down outfits that are either already made or, that you upgrade yourselves and they give you powers because of that. If that makes any sense. I'm very confused, Slice, as to what in the fuck your words are saying. You, like, bounce between so many goddamn subjects. What? Road for what? Train? It's gonna be for a train. That's the idea. This is gonna be a road for a train. But okay, so this is the concept, okay? The trains are gonna be on the outside just to keep them as simple and clean as possible. Just hopefully gonna work out. 0 truck sat. I hate working with trucks. I generally do not see the efficiency in trucks. I legitimately think that trucks are nowhere near as efficient or worthwhile. Yeah, I guess I could make this a road also just for the sake of consistency and for straightness. Okay, so in this case instance, let me put the station. Okay, so it can be put there, but the problem is that in order to fit properly, it has to go essentially in the middle. It doesn't have to go in the middle, but that's essentially where it has to go. I can put it like right here on the side. Okay. And then that's how I'll do it. I'll put it on the right side. The outer sides is how that'll go. Okay. That is the idea. But the thing is that I need to see is at what point do I this is the middle line, which is kind of sucky. Why the person can road for 0 trucks for trains? Trains don't drive on roads, they drive on a track because you can put a track on a road and it makes it look pretty. Duh. Listen, if I can't be pretty, I'll make my creations look pretty, alright? If I do a track here, will they intersect? I'm kind of actually asking this question. Let's just put it right there. That's dead center. No, they won't. Okay, cool. So I can actually do that. Okay. Cool. That is the essence of what I want to try and do. So I want to make it so that it joins into here. How far do I have to take that? Right to here. Okay, so this is where the train station has to go. Right there. I think that is how that'll work. You fucking bitch! Click the goddamn buttons. Right there. Okay, so if I do that, do this. Yeah, it works! Beautiful! Yay! Got it! And then in this case, then I can go... If I bend it over like this, how far do you have to go? I have to go all the way to like here. Ow! Listen, I know I'm stupid as shit. Hush. Okay, you can't nudge it in that manner. Okay, let me drag it out as far as I possibly can just to make it like nicely smooth. Yeah! There we go! Beautiful! That's how that's gonna work. Okay, so, in this case instance... God damn it, you slice! Okay, so in this case instance... What I can do... Ow! Doesn't need assistance, kitty! Okay, so I guess just to make this actually, like, populatable. Put that there. Right platform, please. Right there. And right there. Okay. So since you guys are now attached, I can now also delete this. And delete this. I don't know why I'm lagging so fucking much. The game, I guess, doesn't like me starting to set up trains. Okay. And now I can take this over to here. Oh, did I put that in the wrong line then for this one? Yes, I did. It has to be the center line, technically. Yeah, the center line right here. Kitty, stuffing it down my throat, so I'll shut the fuck up. I understand. Not that I mind. Okay, there we go. that is okay. Actually, I'm actually perfect unironically. I think it is 1.5. Oh, it's only 1. Oh, cool. We just go up. Drag it all the way up. Go, 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 go. Alright, in the meantime, Kitty with her fluids down my throat. Thank you for the hydrate, Kitty. Always enjoy your fluids down my throat. It's always fun to swallow. Do it more? Do what more? Be a dumbass bitch? That's just my existence. Well, first off, I'm not drinking white stuff. I've said it already. I am not drinking white stuff. I'm swallowing fluids. There is a difference. But also, you're not providing me with anything, alright? You say that as if you're actually providing me something. And you're not. Is that? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, so it's only 1 and 1. Okay, cool. I believe this is 2.5 as well, too. 1, 4.5. Oh, or I could just do that, actually. I could just do the curve right there. Number 1 is a 1-minute cooldown slice, and number 2, you have no reason to bonk Kitty, but Kitty has reason to bonk you. Yeah, we'll just go like that, I guess. Yeah, I guess it rounds the corner technically perfectly still. Evenly on the line. You can make it so you can't have it, but you are playing? What? Confusion. Immense confusion. What happened? What? First off, I'm incorporeal, and second off, if you're not making me swallow as it is, then you don't have the points to do so anyways. There you go. Oh my god, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sexy. You have a reason to bonk, or she or he timed you out. Oh, so that was absolutely for science. Yeah, no, I'm with Kaya. That was for science. Okay, I just realized I need another train station, and I need another freight platform. Yes, probably not enough. Yay. Alright, stinky ass fucking plant. Okay. Make sure it's facing the right direction. Because I know that gets really fucky if you put it in the wrong direction, which is super annoying. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I kind of gets a little fucky with the road, but I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so now the question is, do I make it the first or the second? I think I'm going to make it the second one. I think the first one is going to be the compacted coal. Because that'll also make it easier for me to just put in from there. So let me actually get an empty platform. Alright, but you're going to want me to... I'm just going to do this just to make it possible. Empty platform. Okay. Now there are 2 swords? What? I see rose thorn and nothing else? Confusion? confusion. I am confusion. Okay, so this'll... Wait, can't I blow you up now? Okay. Warborn! Oh no! Oh no! I can't blow them up now. Did you make a second? Did you make a second account, or did you pay somebody to hang out? Actually, fuck it. Just grab this shit. I need this shit anyways. Okay. Also, this sounds pain and kidding. Even if they were a clone, I still am desperate for the viewership, and you know it. I mean, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I don't have lined up. I'm an idiot. Oh, well. Ma'am, don't go acting like you've been here the whole fucking time, you son of a bitch. I know you haven't been. Lying whore. There you go. Right platform. Right there. And then theoretically... You didn't say I have a roommate? I'll be honest, I probably missed that. Or I just wasn't paying enough attention. One or the other. If I do that there... Will that actually work? Oh, it's encroaching. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, fuck. You know what, then? I'll just do it the other way. I'll just fucking rotate it down here. Literally, just put it down there. Yeah, just have it rotate down there, and then I'll just fucking loop it back in there. There you go. Okay, so all I need is modular frames. And that should help a lot. But also, I don't know if I should say sorry for the person you've now dragged into my content of all things. I'm dearly sorry. At the same time, listen, you also let Rose convince you to tune into my garbage at the same time. Listen. I may be at fault here, but also I'm not the only one who shares fault. She somehow convinced you to tune into my trash. There were stockings or pantyhose. Guess I'm a fetish of yours. Okay, first off, technically both, though I prefer pantyhose, personally. Yeah, let me make doubly sure, because I always get it mixed up. At least according to my sister, I always mix up the two of them. Difference between stockings and pantyhose. The main difference between stocking and pantyhose is their coverage and how they are held up. Stockings cover feet and legs, while pantyhoses are covering the entirety. Yeah, so pantyhose. Yeah, pantyhose. Yeah. First off, Epic has already been here before, Kitty. First off. Second off, listen, you say that as if I deserve some sort of respect or humility or to be treated in any which way like actually basic humility. Or humility. They tackled an advantage. Listen, you're not wrong, but they did at least make themselves known, alright? Yeah, I'm a pantyhose girl. Mostly just because the only issue that I have with stockings, which is not really that much of an issue, it's just an annoyance to me, is the fact that you either have to have a garter belt or some way of having them be held up. Because unfortunately for me, they never really stay up proper in my case scenario. So I just go with pantyhose just to keep things simple. And for my own sanity. I also prefer them on the thicker side of things, too.
Summersloop
Mostly just
analysis
because
completed. Summer
I don't
sloops are
game as
somewhere between
often, as
battery
well as the
and
fact that
conduit,
I don't like how
harvesting
pale I
energy
am,
from
so
pockets of
having
space with
darker
complete
pantyhose
disregard
covers
for
that
the
up
rules
real
of the
easily.
space-time continuum and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This
Breathing
energy,
treatment's done? All I can think about is huffing musk.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same.
Okay.
It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Alright, I can also...
Potential for harnessing alien energy completed. Fixit has identified 2 development tracks requiring additional research to integrate
I can keep that
Summersloop
on me.
safely and efficiently into Fixit technology.
The loop organ contains scripture, contains instruments to compose symphonies of root and rhyme.
Oh, modular frames, right. And then I have to go get that dismantle crate up top.
Evolution and revolution.
No, I saw what you said you were doing outside. You were taking down a fence. Although you very much specified a redneck fence, and I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, honestly. Like, I'm not sure if I'm missing something or something is different in that case scenario. Old Grand Shackle put together whatever they had. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just thinking about a fence now that's put together with plank wood, a bunch of twine, beer cans, and probably full metal jacket casings. That unironically sounds like an actually really badass Borderlands fence. Epic yet again uses the wrong goddamn command, you son of a bitch. Never learning. Listen, I know I'm not worth paying attention to, but for fuck's sake. Also, I'm honestly a little shocked that I'm gonna go through this entire project and I'm not even gonna make it to turbo fuel. I'm barely on the setup for fucking compact coal. Nope. Still wrong. It's exclamation status mark. I didn't grab the fucking dismantle crate. You fucking dumb bitch. That's gonna annoy me so many times when I boot it back up and be like, oh yeah, the crate's over there. Let me grab this before I piss myself off. There you go. Or you can use the stream avatars thing up top here. I know you can also change your status using that. I have no idea how, but you can. Do mod now. Mod. Remember, you can do mod. Yeah. Listen, I know I haven't set up that much for stream avatars, but I have set up enough. Yeah, specifically for the mods. The mods get you purple. Like I said, I really need to figure out how to make it so that I can, make the names a little more visible. Besides just making the names larger, obviously, but still. Also, welcome back, Slice. Don't know what the fuck you were up to, but I know it was something better than my streams, at the very least. I think that's straight. Yeah, it is. Okay, and then that. Mark 3. And then... I was thinking... Wait, is that really Mark 2? I mean, Impure... Oh, yeah, because Impure's 3060. I'm thinking of Mark 3. I was thinking of a Mark 3 miner this whole fucking time. Oh my god. is 120 on an impure. The best I could do is 150. I mean, 150 is still a lot. Oh my god. Okay, assuming I do 150. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe this entire time I've been running on the prospect that I have a Mark III miner when I fucking don't yet. Obviously, once I make the Mark III miner, I could do that. Should I set that up and just do the Mark III miner? Should I just beeline to the Mark III miner? No, because Mark III miner requires, like, hydrogen, the blender. Mark III miner requires a lot, actually. Fuck! I'm so stupid. I cannot believe this entire goddamn time I've been working on the pretense that I could operate on that. Yeah, there's no fucking way. There's absolutely no way. Okay, how much do I get for compacted coal? 7.143. Okay, so, Jesus Christ. 7.143, still such an ugly ass number. Every 5? Oh, it's every 7, right? Yeah, every 7. God. Assuming I absolutely... Yeah, that's why I know, Slice, that I need blender, so that's gonna take a long ass time for me to operate, so I need to get this working now. Just so I can have excess power to work with. So with that, I would be able to... Okay, assuming I make 150. I already have oil power. I'm trying to make turbo fuel. Okay. Here's my plan. This is so stupid. This is really fucking stupid. What I could do is just make 60 compact fuel or compact coal, transfer that over to the turbo fuel, ignore compact coal altogether for coal. Because then I'll have 180. Now 180, it's 36, I can make 12 of these. Yeah, I can still make 12 of these. And I can still have turbo fuel going. I think that's the thought process now, is I just have 12 of these now. Just transport the compact coal to turbo fuel. And just work with this instead. Just to get that extra power going. I'm not in desperate need of that power right now, but once I start crafting, like, computers and heavy modular frames, I am gonna need that power. Fuck! I cannot believe this entire time I was operating on the mindset that I had the, I had Mark IIIs. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so 60. Raise coal gens. Set up. Wait. 30 per. I'm gonna be making 186. 12 coal gens. For that. Yeah, it's only 12 now versus that. Which is still, I'll get more power at the end of the day from the turbo fuel, no matter what. Yeah. For remaining. Cool. I cannot believe this entire time I've been operating on that concept that I was going to be able to do that. I cannot believe. I'm such an idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot. Okay, but that makes life a lot easier. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so now what I can do that in that case is that since this is just gonna be a singular sulfur coming out here, Mark 1, and then Mark 2. There it is. I was like, I know it's here somewhere. Come on. Right there. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, and then we go. Compacted coal, which I know I have one already down below, but I might as well come make this now. Oh my god. I did not see your description of the fence snap. No, I was too busy struggling with the fact that I'm a fucking idiot. Realizing that I am a complete and utter dumbass bitch. You know what? Yeah, actually, we'll just keep it this way. Okay. Right there. Is that really on the line? It is. Weird. Okay. And then we'll do it this way instead. 1, 2. This is center point. No, to the right is any. To the center is overflow, but that's only because I only have 1. 3. Beautiful. After the fence, 2 tree trunks, 3 T-poses, 1 random small branch of... Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. Metal strewn between 2 things of... Oh my fucking god. There was an actual fence, but some horses in the path. Oh my fucking god. I honestly didn't know what to expect when you called it a redneck fucking... a redneck fence, but holy fuck, that is well and truly a redneck fence. Jesus Christ. 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed with myself. I cannot believe this entire fucking time. Ugh. Oh Lord. So much it is now gone. That is good to hear at the very least. That is no longer a hazard. Are you still not close enough? Oh, you're 1 off. Oh, you're a half off. You're a half? What the fuck? Okay, what if I do like this then in that case? There you go. There. If we were to put there and get another... We'll get it. Wait. We'll get another animal to keep animal rights. Wait, what? Another animal to keep animal rights? Wait, what? Yeah. Cool. Oh, I need to lift you up by another. 1, 2. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Horse or a steer? Why would you want a steering wheel? I thought you wanted an animal. Okay, cool. That concept is already ready to go. Alright? That's all set. God, that's so stupid. I can't believe I'm so fucking stupid. Okay, so now all I have to do is... Wait. I don't need to change anything. Now that that's become a lot simpler, all I have to do is just convert these 2 pipelines and just turn them over. boop, 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 boop. Okay. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, that actually works out way better than it should. Okay, this is gonna look ugly as sin, and I know it's gonna be ugly as sin, but god damn it, I'm so annoyed with myself. Alright, to begin with. Okay, I don't care for straight right now. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have straight. There. Okay, which means that it'll be right here. Okay. There. Okay. And then this one. Okay, push it back a little bit. Yes. Right there. Oh. Dumb bitch. Okay. That is too long, because it has to go right around here. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, that water's not working, which also means now all I need to do is splitter. Shut the fuck up,
Oh, I'm
Prowler!
sorry. Did I
Listen.
break your concentration?
You know, I was gonna say something, but never mind. That probably would not be appropriate for Twitch. I refrain from my words, but I do not want to get banned. Tells you the kind of fucking mood I'm in right now. How absolutely dare you, kitty? How dare you torture everybody here with that nonsense? No one wants to fucking hear me. 子猫ちゃん大好きなあなた。Alright, listen here, you little fucking shit. Oh, that just reminded me, just thinking about that meme alone. That just reminded me, does anybody know about the Amazing World of Gumball's coming back? Which is insane to think about. That show has been off air for 7 years? And it's just making a fucking comeback out of absolute nowhere. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I love it. I miss Gumball. Gumball is actually a lot more funnier than I thought it would be. Okay, so I need to go all the way to this line right here. There we go. Yay! So it's any further less out of nowhere? Yeah, well, actually, I guess they both were less out of... Oh, I guess, yeah, that is true. Wow, they really are pulling back shows that actually were, like, good. Because they've run out of actual ideas. That's actually kind of crazy now that I think about that. Huh, that actually is a very good point. I didn't really think of it that way. That is so true, actually. Yep. Cool. And that's going to actually start eating some of the coal, which is great. And that's going to feed over all that, which is even better. Oh my god, I cannot believe And this would have been so much simpler a thought process if I just actually thought like not an idiot, you know? You already attached? Yep, so that means that's it. You're ready to go. It just needs power, or it just needs coal, and that's it. It's already done. Ready to go. I'm so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. Speaking of me being stupid, though. Nabo-chan, daisuki na anata. Alright, but with that now pretty much established, I can now connect the train proper to its railway here. I need more pipes though, because apparently I'm running low on pipes. I don't know how the fuck I use so many pipes. I know I use a lot to make the railroad itself, but beyond that, The fact that a vast majority of my setup is already, like, fully loaded already. Great. It's fantastic. I have zero need for a lot of other things. Okay, so the first one is going to be the compacted coal, and then the second one is the sulfur. Yeah, I believe it is. How the fuck did I manage that? To this slot right here. There you go. Which then... I believe it's only one? Yeah, cool. And this is why I like making this look pretty. Listen, again, if I can't be pretty, at least something I make can be pretty, goddammit. Why is it not correct? Okay, weird. Yeah, weird that it's for some reason not aligning to the center like it should be. Oh well, as long as it fucking works. This train will be its own dedicated railway anyways. Doesn't fully matter. Okay, in this case I believe it has to be 1 and 1, right? Yes. To which then push it back just a smidgen more. Yep, beautiful. No, just barely too long, which also means that I need to kind of pull it back a little bit, because if it's too short, it doesn't work either. Yay! I guess I could technically put an empty track platform, if nothing else, but it's fine for now. This is all that's going to be needed. This is where we're going to load the sulfur, which is great. Which also means that I could, for all intents and purposes, grab onto power right here. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Right there. And from right here, you just go right over. Here. And then we ignore the fact that it'll probably like neck the train. We won't care about that. Okay, but that's this little portion already done. Great. Now we just have to take it all the way down to the Actually, I think I can actually start this up now, unironically. I believe so. Transportation? I think I can. I need to connect to the power. Right, I need to connect to the power, actually. God, yeah, 2 hours and I've only barely finished the fucking coal side of things. Insane. Such stupidity. I can't believe I fucking did that. Alright, so eventually you're gonna back up, which obviously means that you're eventually gonna start spitting out all 240, which actually is right now. Beautiful. Perfect timing. Okay. So, there you go. Power's being... Alright, my maximum is still technically a little short. It's 300 shorter, but I'm gonna have way more when I get turbo fuel set up. So... Let me... You dumb bimbo. You dumb fucking slut. I have a blueprint specifically for this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, because I came to my realization I'm a fucking idiot. I'll show what it is. Also, this is why I do 1 meter ramps. That is literally why I do 1 meter ramps. Hang on. Do number 5. I realize that every hour. Shut the fuck up! Just because it's true does not mean I don't get to state it, alright? Shush. And then I take it to here. One more over. One more over. Okay. There we go. And with that. Yes, that looks a little gross because it goes through the grating, but like otherwise, invisible power connectivity. For all intents and purposes. I can also do the same with this if I really wanted to. Oops. Just to make it look like, oh, there's just a cable going from the ground up. But I've always liked it when you can actually see a pole right there. I don't know why. I think I've always preferred it where you can actually see the power pole interconnect right there. It always just looks a little better in my eyes. Okay, but we get the train. I got 1 and 2 freight cars. Why are you facing the wrong fucking direction, you son of a bitch? That way. I know you have no power, but let me edit your... Oh, right. That's it. Anyways. Sulfur pickup? Okay. Yay. Sulfur drop, compact up. Beautiful. No, I did. You just weren't here for it, you son of a bitch. I did it. I suffer the consequences of your actions. Fucking trying to shit me out of my fucking ass. Bitch. Oh. Ow! Okay. I could do that right there. Okay, cool. over. Nope. Bitch. There you go. Switch this one, then I can put over to here. But you're on the line, right? Or are you like right off of the line? You are off of the line, but I can put you on the line, which makes that a lot cleaner, a lot easier. This is why I have these goddamn blueprints. Literally cheesing the system with blueprints. Can't see a single wire. Boom! This is now powered. Turn on self-driving. Start delivering sulfur. That also means now that, sulfur...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Fuck you. Sulfur is now in production. Which also means compact coal is now in production. See, compact coal is now part of the cycle. Which is great. And yes, this does work, actually. It will go forwards and backwards. Yep, so there it goes. Fuck yeah. God, it's so gross. You get one out of fucking... Ow! I've done nothing to upset the kitty this time. At least, as far as I'm aware. My existence probably is upsetting you more than anything. You don't have anything actually. You have 2 sulfur! Great! 2 fucking sulfur. Awesome. Alright, but that's gonna start actually functioning correctly and efficiently there. Yeah, I guess technically speaking, it should anyways clear out everything anyhow. So eventually speaking, that'll start functioning, and then if this does still function the way I'm pretty sure it functions, it should just go backwards. Once this is like done. Nope, it does not go backwards. Why don't you go backwards? You're supposed to go backwards. Next stop is unreachable. Why, though? Alright, what if I... This is gonna be really dumb. What if I do this? Okay, let me start pulling this out. And the reason why I do that is then I can delete that first off. Okay. Pull it out again. Same thing with you. Pull you out. Okay. Now in this case, Okay, so now it's reachable. Okay, so it really only likes it when it's only one direction, I guess. I could have sworn there's a way to make it where you can go backwards and forwards, though. Oh, well. Alright, so that's just for now, for it to start, like, transporting sulfur in the meantime. But, for the rest of this concept here... Okay. I'm gonna start slanting you downward. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start slanting downward. Because... if I don't... Yeah, because it has to go beneath the steel, and it's going to start transporting over to the power as well. Yeah. This is where the bulk of the time is going to go. Just trying to traverse all the way to fuel. I'm gonna go get down here, okay? Then, from here, we start building out. I believe this is enough height for the train. I believe this should be enough height for the train. Okay? Cool. Which then... I have to make it all the fucking way over. Okay. Let me do two things here real quick. Number one being is... delete these two for the time being. I thought so. I was like, this don't have the storage space for that. Wow, there's a lot in there. Holy shit. Okay, let me come back. Okay. Where do I do awesome sinks? Oh, over here. I have a lot of material to dump. Okay, let's dump the reinforced iron plates. Actually, let's not dump the reinforced iron plates. Rods, plates. Oh, I should fucking slam this sulfur in the train. I'm an idiot. God! I'm working on this massive ass project. I'm making nothing but stupid ass mistakes left and right. There's so much inventory space right there that I could have just not been using. Okay, just come down. I was like, that's like a little long. Nice. Words of wisdom?
I've noticed you keep coming back. I'm not sure I can give you what you want, but don't worry, I'll let you down gently. Ha ha.
Oh! Fuck, if only my ex said that to me, that would have been such a nicer time. God damn it. I say again, whoever was paid to spend the weekend writing that, you did good. You did very good. Yep. I probably should just make it a Mark II so that when it starts backing up, it will just die. Because I can see, yeah, whenever it's loading, it cuts off. So technically, it'll always pause for like 15 seconds, technically, then in that case. Right? I need to make that a Mark II if I don't want it to do that. Actually, does that even matter? No, it won't matter because it's only Mark 1s here anyway, so it won't make a difference, okay? Yeah, but eventually, yeah, it's gonna take this like 15-second pause here no matter what. In comparison to everything else, I think that's not the worst, like, deal in the world. I think that's mostly okay. All things considered, I think that's not terrible. Yeah, so this is like the 15-second pause. Yeah, or it's gonna take time for them to enter back in. So I guess maybe I should up the... Or... What I do instead... I'll wait till the next time that the train comes by so I can do this. So I can do this without interrupting too much here. Because what I could do is I could put it in a container instead and just absolutely unload it into the container. And that way when it fills up the container and this gets backlogged, it'll always be consistent anyways, no matter what. Meanwhile, the compact pole itself, I could just make it a Mark II, just to make it so that it's always feeding in everything as quick as possible. Kind of like my only real idea. I'm very confused. Or is that your first time picking up compact pole in this case instance? Possible. Okay, like I said, it's going to interrupt it technically for a little bit. There we go. Okay. No wrong buttons. Okay, so in this case... Let's go with right there, I believe. Right there. Okay. Which then... I don't have rods for a fucking merger? Okay, I guess we'll just go with splitter then in this case. I think it's right there. You dumb bitch. Yes. Okay. And there we go. So now it's going to dump out all of this ASAP. And while it's dumping out all that, it's going to eventually stockpile in here, as you can see. And obviously it's getting more than it's actually feeding out. And that way it'll consistently be feeding out sulfur every time that it collects. Meanwhile, this, I guess I'll just make this a Mark IV. Just to get it out of the goddamn way. Just to make it transport as quick as possible. Okay, but in this case instance, it should come back and it should just have essentially the second cargo and the first cargo, and it should drop off the second cargo and the first cargo should remain. So at this point, I'm just stockpiling compact coal, essentially speaking. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so that is the idea, and obviously now that it's loading, it's no longer going to be loading sulfur from here, but because there's now sulfur still there, it'll always be perpetually moving, which is great. That also technically means that I now have 2 storages worth of sulfur, technically speaking. It'll be that storage and this storage at the same time. Maybe that's not the smartest move, but I think this is the best way to keep it consistently flowing at all times. Because coal will never stop, this will never stop, and I think it's just the best way to keep it going. Okay. But there we go. That concept is done. Compacted coal is ready to go, and now I'm making a good chunk. For the last 40-ish minutes now, having to figure out the line of which I'm going to have to fucking take to get the turbo fuel. Or to get the fuel so I can make turbo fuel. Damn. Dumping a lot into the awesome sink. Oh my god, I have so many modular frames. Well, fuck yeah, I'll just dump all that shit because at that point I have too much. Excuse me. Put the water in there. Yeah, limiter goes back in there. All this just to get to minimize or to get rid of 4 coal gens. Yeah, 4 coal gens. And barely finish setting up the actual train track itself to get back to sulfur for compacted coal. Spent so much time dealing with the goddamn logistics. That's always the thing that gets me with this game in general, is the logistics part. The logistics is always what ends up screwing me over because I end up realizing that I can do the math, I can do the layout, but once the logistics starts getting into play, it starts getting really mishmashy, crossy-cross, and, like, disgustingly ugly like me. So tripping up always happens in logistics? Yep. I feel like it's just a thing IRL too. Is always logistics is probably like the most common place where shit just goes wrong. For the exact same goddamn reason of you can have a mental picture or a mental idea of how things work, and then you realize, oh fuck, that's not how it's gonna work. And yeah, there's no way to make multiple things go back and forth at the same point without becoming very cluttered. Yep. Uh-huh. It's why, like, what are they called? Fuse boxes? Or cable boxes? Yeah, cable boxes for, like, electrician work and stuff like that. Like, they make it seem like those things are very, like, well done and organized and shit, but if you actually open them up, they are a fucking catastrophe. It's also why a well-organized breaker box is also, like, sexy as all fuck, because holy shit, when those cables are very well aligned and they look gorgeous, it's so good. Or you can get a fucking half-ass lazy fucking electrician who just cables them up and doesn't give a fuck, just as long as they work. Then they'll forever remain ugly like me, and they'll just look terrible like me. Yay! Tell me the lie! Tell me where the lie is. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Fuck, I have so many modular frames. What the actual fuck? Yeah, I guess I'll just keep these for now. Actually, just do it like this. Wait, hang on. It's getting rid of 480 by the minute, so Actually, 540 by the minute, actually. There you go. Alright, let me take back that. Let me take back these. I'll take back that. Okay, we'll go with this. Beautiful. Alright, let me head over to oil real quick. Actually, no. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna extend that path line of concrete. I'll go until I hit the oil marker. And once I hit the oil marker, I'll go to the oil and I'll start ramping up. If I lose the 1,500 power that the fuel jets are giving me, I'm not gonna lose that or anything, right? 1,500 will drop at 2,100. Yeah, so I'll be able to do it. Okay, cool. I'll still be able to power everything on. But the thing is, I need to cut off... Actually, I barely need to cut them off. Essentially speaking, I need to make the layout. And once I have the layout made, I just need to cut off the last ones. Except for the first two. Just minimize the... minimize the second one to only half power. Or minimize the first one to half power. That way that one fills up and the second one is always being filled in the other manner. Thoughts on how I do this to do the least interrupting as possible of power. I may not have a means to do that interrupting, but I'm gonna try. Also, I could actually set this up otherwise. I could lift it up instead. Rather than worrying about alright, so there is the oil directly south. I'm going a little bit further because I kind of want to go from the edge as I fall off my fucking edge. Okay. So essentially speaking, now I have to go all the way down there and find out what it takes for me to ramp all the way up and see what that line is. This is easily part of the more tedious bit when it comes to building anything, which is why this always is the part that gets me. It's also the part of the reason why I never wanted to bother with trains in the first place. It's also why I learned how to be so unbearably efficient with what I have access to. Rather than, like, reaching out to all the nodes in the universe to try and, like, collect more, I always just was efficient with what I had because I always disliked having to reach out so goddamn far, either building belts that went to the end of the universe or build now trains that go to the end of the goddamn universe. Literally just grab all the concrete I can. Because I know for a fact I'm going to use all of it. Okay, I already have the elevator here. Okay. This is also where I kind of wish I did have more upload speed. That way I can work with concrete a little bit there. But in order to do that, I need computers and Mercer Spears. Which I could get more computer automation once I get this power stuff done, but... forget. I think I need 31 motion spheres to get the maximum upload speed. And even then, that'll only be for one stack. That's not including the fact that I want to get the second stack too, or for the second, third, fourth, and fifth stack upgrades as well too. And that's not including the amount of motion spheres I need just in general for all of my products. I need plates, rods, screws. Again, screws aren't needed, but screws are nice to have. Reinforced plates, rotors, stators, modular frames, motors, concrete, wire, cable, copper sheet, steel beams, and steel pipes, encased industrial beams. I need at least 15 at this current moment. Oh, plastic and rubber, 16, 17, and then liquid biofuel is 18. So I need 18 currently. Mercer spheres just for me having everything in free access for the Dimensional Depot. Alright, so from here, let me actually build out from here because I think it'd be better if I actually no, I'll build out from here because then I can measure a little bit better as to the actual distance I have to cover because I need at least a track line for me to work with. Also doesn't tell me if if I'm actually aligned to the grid or not. I'm 80% sure I'm not. Like, I'm off by even a little bit, but I mean, might as well find out now. Oops. If nothing else, like I said, I'll probably try and see if I can make the fuel and turbo fuel in the air then in that case. Just so I can set it all up and then connect them all together. Am I gonna make it? I'm actually not sure. I know I'm getting close, but I actually don't know if this is gonna make it. I'm going to cut this. This is gonna be so fucking close. I may have to push it back a little bit then. The entrance might just have to be like a little bit off. I'm either gonna be right before it or I'm right on it because this feels so close.
Power! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you son of a bitch. You be rowdy tonight, now. Very, very rowdy. Listen, I know I'm not worth any content, but goddamn it, you. I think I'm gonna be just short. I'm not even gonna lie. We are right there. We're right. Ah, bitch. I am so fucking worried. I'm like 80% sure I'm just short. I'm 80% sure I'm just short. I have to push it back just a little bit. Or lift it up by maybe like 1 or 2. Oh my god, I am. Oh my god, I am. How short am I? Oh my god, I think I'm only 2 off. There is no shot that's perfectly level. I just need to lift it up by 2. Oh my god, I just need to lift the height up by 2. Oh my god! Okay. Okay. So. Hang on. I just have to think on this a little bit. I have to think on this just a little bit. Wow. Wow. Okay. So. Is this too wide already? No, it's not. It's only 1 wide. Oh my god, it's less than 1 off. Yeah, there's only 1 wide, right? Oh my god. Did this work out way more perfectly than it should have? Oh my god, it did. How much concrete do I have? Barely enough is the answer. Oh my god, this might have worked out incredibly well. I'm obviously not going to finish setting this up tonight. I'm going to finish it tomorrow, but holy shit. This might have worked out way better than I think it does. Thank you for the hydrates. Now, always nice to have something down my throat. Oh my god. This is fucking crazy. If I actually somehow manage to almost borderline get this perfect, that is crazy. Also, this is why I like having a stockpile of concrete, because I'm going through it its entirety. But also, this is why the blueprint is, unironically, my favorite blueprint of all time. It's the simple ass, just 4x4 concrete platform. Wow. Wow. Yep. That is... In fact, why is there a dismantle case over there? What the hell did I dismantle? That is well and truly insane. Yep, all I have to do is literally just start ramping down from here. Yeah. If I ramp down from here, I will be able to have a landing platform that works. Holy shit. I cannot believe that actually worked out. Alright, so I just need to build 2 out from there. Just so I make sure I have a ramp space, essentially. And go from there. Holy shit, I cannot believe. Where's this dismantle crate and why? What the? Oh, it was the piping. Oh, it was the piping. Okay. Alright, back up we go. Like I said, that's why I like 1 meter pipes. Or 1 meter pipes, 1 meter ramps. Oh, bitch. I'm thinking too much about pipe right now. And don't ask me why. You know exactly why. No! I had the pattern so well. Yay! Okay, so build 2 out. 1, 2, 1, and 2. And now we ramp! We ramp all the way to the bottom. It'll be way faster going back up, but still. God damn, this turned out so much better now. I'm so glad this was the easy bit, because if this had ended up being the hard bit, I would have been so fucking annoyed. What's even crazier too is I still have a singular pure oil node down there, which for all intents and purposes, I guess I could convert that into straight fuel and straight power. I just like doing byproduct power only because it's clean and it's a direct loop. Versus I think if you do fuel, I think you do get residue regardless, I believe. Right? Fuel. Yeah, oh, you actually end up getting polymer resin, which I guess I could use polymer resin in order to craft fabric, or I could just awesome sink it. Because how much do I get at the end of the day? 30 per? I don't need 60 per thing? 60, 40? I mean, I guess. It'd be great. It'd be super easy and super simple to get that direct number, but... That's 240, so 160 to 120. So what I could do is 2 additional plastics, even though that would be completely unnecessary. But I could just awesome sink that. Or I can make the fabric, which I don't have the fabric unlocked yet, but I could just do that instead. I'll think on that. Like I said, I don't fully like doing direct fuel. I like doing byproduct fuel because it's a lot cleaner. Versus that polymer resin you can obviously use to make rubber or plastic, or you could just instantly make rubber, plastic, and then use the residue to make power, you know? If I make 90 per... I need to get to 360, which to get to 360 at 40 would take 9 coal gens, 540 oil by the minute, which is kind of a gross number. Ugh, that's fine. I don't care about that. Just doing some rough math in my head, if I could make a dedicated fuel plant to literally just convert oil into fuel, which then gets translated into turbo fuel, and that way I can just make a straight compacted compact coal setup and just focus it all on fuel, or focus all of it on turbo fuel rather than even humoring the idea of of putting it in coal gens. And there we go, just like that. Which then we put the concrete platform right there. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna be very short. Yeah, I'm gonna go get more concrete. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a lot more concrete. I'm also gonna get more concrete anyways because I need to make the actual platform itself. Yeah, tomorrow is just gonna be about finishing this project for just an excessive amount of power. This power, unironically, will probably last me through all of phase 4. Setting this up the way I am. Getting this much power is well and truly the definition of overkill. But if I can set this up now, not only will that mean that I can set it up for later, obviously, but also at the same time, I can also...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you just interrupted me, you fucking whore. It'll mean that I have the conceptual idea of how to set this up for later. The power's insane, somebody would say. Unlimited! I forget, where's that from? I know Skeletor says unlimited power in the YouTube videos, but I don't know if that's actually where it's from. I need concrete, we've done more. Yeah. Just unlimited power! Palpatine episode 3, thank you. I'm like, I know where it's from, I just can't fucking remember it. I know of its origins, but I know not the knowledge that I have within me. I think that'll be enough. I might be cutting it a little short, but I think that'll be enough. This is so ridiculous, seeing that whole line. Also, the thing I'm noticing is that there is still... First off, it's seed fighting, which annoys the shit out of me. I might have to fix that when I get the 5x5 blueprint. But also the fact that there's technically still a little opening right here. Technically. I'll see if I can fix that when I get the 5x5 blueprints. Blueprint maker, which is obviously Blueprint Mark II, which obviously not going to be for a while. Could I craft all the computers and heavy modular frames that I need? Yes. Am I going to do that right now? No. This train setup will also basically help me give me a very solid basis of a train line for me to actually use for setting up like a gigafactory in the sky where I can transport a lot of things all together into one shot. I'll probably call it a night once I finish this ramp so that we can pick up tomorrow with making the remainder platform and seeing how the fuck I'm actually going to set up the turbo fuel setup. I still think maybe it'd be better if I branch it off to its own building separately, and that way I can also set up the basic fuel setup as well, but I'm not positive that's exactly the way to do it just yet. Let me see about, like, looking at the area and coming up with something before I log off. Wow, I actually cut it a little close. Just under 3 stacks. Jesus. 1 giga path and a giga ramp. The autosave still not being like a major stutter is actually kind of crazy to me right now, I'll be honest. It's still just a momentary like little blip. Okay, so in essence here, what I'm probably gonna do? Is there anything on this island patch over here? I know there's a geyser right here, so I'm gonna build out a little further. But is there actually anything on this island patch right here? Is that an oil geyser? Oh, shit. It is. It's an oil geyser. Oh, shit. That'd actually be super useful. Wow, there's a lot of oil here. There is a fuck ton of oil here. Is there anything on this island besides that crash pod? If that's the case, I could just cover this whole fucking island. There's the crash pod. There's a Mercer Sphere, which I might actually snag real quick. There's a slug. There is a lot of fucking enemies! But no, that's it. Okay, so essentially speaking, I could build over this edge over here. I may have them raised by 1. I don't have uranium yet. I can't nuke yet. My nuking capabilities are not yet complete. Depressingly, I cannot nuke. So my idea right now is as I build out over this way, it looks like I will actually barely make it over the terrain. Over bombardment. What's that? Up, down, left, left, right, right. Up, down, or something like that. Rods of God. God. Fuck, what was that one that actually had the Rod of God actually used in that? I think it's like the world's #1 assassin was reincarnated as an aristocrat. I think that actually, they did actually use the God of Rod, or Rods of God in that anime, which is kind of cool. That they brought back that concept that was abandoned. God knows how many years ago. But yes, I will ever so barely be just above the terrain using this level. I think that hill over there might prove a little bit of an issue, but obviously, for the most part, I'll be using a lot more of this whole area to make the fuel line. Project Thor is where they use the rod from God. Really? They call it Project Thor? I mean, I guess that makes a little bit of sense since you had to, like... Well, no, I guess it... I don't... Project Thor. The more I think on it, the more I'm like, wait, what? Why Project Thor? Weird. But yeah, so my thought process right now is that I'm going to build all of the fuel capabilities over here. Literally, essentially, like, move these 3 fuel. Either I'm going to move these 3, or I'm going to connect the pipe, connect it from there, lead it over to here. Obviously, I'm probably going to have to pump it. I am going to have to use a pump, actually. And leave 1.5 generators here. Meanwhile, have the turbo fuel all going on here. That's the plan. And unironically, it would essentially be like how it is right now, where it's going to be the 4 refineries are going to be right here, and then it's just going to pipe out to the 10 turbo fuels right over there. That's the thought process. Yeah. I'll have to figure out one piping thing just to make sure that it doesn't accidentally run out of fuel, but for the most part, yeah, that is the idea. And then obviously I'll have to get the train to, like, come on down. It's going to probably drop off around... Probably around there, actually. And then I'll belt it so that it goes into the refinery like this. And then it just loops on back over. Yeah? That is the conceptual idea for now. going wrong very quickly and very badly. This amount of power would be great to have, but holy shit, if this goes wrong in any which way, I'm just gonna just end it all. With that being said, done though, chat. Thank you all so much for watching. I know I'm cutting it technically a little bit short, but at the very least, I want to get some rest in, and obviously at the same time, I do want to leave enough stuff to do tomorrow, because at this point, if I try to just pad out the next 20-ish minutes, all I'm going to be doing is just filling in more terrain. And obviously it's the end of the night, so everybody wants to wrap up as it is. So we're going to go ahead and end it there just a smidge early. With that being said and done though, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Blue Sky, subscribe on YouTube, visit me on YouTube as per goddamn usual. And I'm very sorry for my idiocy throughout this entire fucking setup, completely forgetting that I don't have a Mark III fucking miner yet, like a dumb bitch. But with that being said and done, I'll have ever so much fun to you, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more goddamn Satisfactory. Until then, y'all, bye.